Hi, everybody. It's Cathy with Sassy Silver Sister. Okay, my goodness. Okay, going back over to right. Trying to do this. Maybe I need. Well, I can play with that later, but maybe I need to have two different um, places too, so I can see both. Okay, me. Hey, I'm Cathy, Sassy Silver Sisters, and it is Sunday, 2000 January 25th, 2006. I'm not with it and because it was high anxiety yesterday. And then it finally started snowing, I don't know, 10 p.m., something like that. I don't know. It was spitting flakes here and there. And then all of a sudden it decided, here it is. Here's the snow, 9 o'clock. I don't know. I don't even remember. Um, but I have everything in place. And I wanted to say, hey, because I don't know what Monday's going to bring. Because I don't know if you can hear it, but there's sleet like crazy out there after the snow. I don't know if it's also snowing with it. I can't. I don't want to look. But I hope every day's safe because this is ridiculous. Alexa, what's the weather in Culpeper, Virginia?
Currently, in Culpeper, it's 13 degrees Fahrenheit with snow. You can expect more of the same today, with a high of 26 degrees and a low of 13 degrees. Good news. You can try Alexa.
Oh, Alexa, stop. I don't want to. Alexa, no, stop. I don't want advertisements, even on Alexa. But yeah, it's cold out there. I haven't been outside. I don't want to go outside. I didn't do much of anything yesterday except worry. And then today I will do what I can do as long as we have electric. I do want to make a vegetable soup. I haven't looked in the freezer to see if I've got any beef in there um, other than hamburger. I don't want to put ham in vegetable soup, but I'll see. Other than that, it'll be a small, because I don't like plain vegetable soup. Do you? It'll be a small pot of vegetable soup. Because I have potatoes, I have canned tomatoes, canned vegetables, and I just, yeah, want to use them up. Plus, there's plenty of apples, so I'll be also cooking. Okay, let's see. I hope everybody stays safe. I want to share this now on trying to do things for free. Now on YouTube, you're not going to be able to see this, but I will be talking about it. So I'm going to share a screen. Weather in Culpeper. Make sure it's sharing. Yep. Okay. So, guys, it is going to warm up. 5 hours ago, that says 6. Winter storm warning effects until 4 a.m. Monday. Oh, so all day. Arctic air in place over the mid-Atlantic. This will lead to widespread significant snow with potential for ice today. And that's what that's what we've been getting. What? Heavy mixed precipitation expected. Is 4 a.m. Easter Monday impacts power outages, tree damage due to the ice. So the ice is the problem. So stay off the roads, guys. I mean, this is ridiculous. Snow will continue today, heavy at times, with rates around at 1 inch per hour possible. Sleet and freezing rain. Later. I didn't go out. I don't want to go outside. Prolonged period of wind chills in the single digits. Oh my gosh. So we have live updates. That's Stanton, Hampton. Okay. Do we have anything close? Emergency Management, Culpeper County Office of Emergency Management. Winter storms, extreme cold. Before. Know your winter storm. You know, some people just don't realize how dangerous Mother Nature can be. Winter storm warning. They want you to have stuff for your sidewalks. Well, if anybody's out there walking around, there's only so much you can do, right? Sufficient heating fuel, regular fuel. Store a good supply of dry season wood. Winterize your home. I've checked on the kids. So far, so good. To extend the life of your fuel supply by insulating walls and attics. You know what I used to do? I used to put up a blanket or a sheet or something like that over top of the doors, so that the outer doors, like the front door and the back door, so when the wind blows, it wouldn't blow in that. Winterize your home, extend the life of your fuel supply. Okay. Winterize your home, barn sheds. Clear the rain gutters. People, I remember the rain gutter froze. And then when it started, it got a whole bunch of snow on it. And then when it started melting, it was overlapping, running everywhere, getting into the house. It was awful. Insulate pipes. We've had to do that a long time ago. Fire extinguishers on hand. There's been a lot. To me, it's a lot when you got more than two of fires. Fuck your Culpeper area. Shut off the water valves. Yes. Okay, just keep track of your neighbors. And the car. Talk about insulating the pipes in the house. We also had, where you wrap around a pipe and hook it up to electric, and it kept it warm. We also had to do that years and years ago to a car, so it would start. Oh gosh. So this is no fun. Make sure you have good tires on your car. Winter emergency kit in each car. People think I'm funny, but you should have some type of shovel in case you get stuck. The scrapers, of course, to get the ice out. Flashlights, battery-powered radio, extra batteries, snack food. Who doesn't have snack food in their car somewhere? A piece of candy. I'm a big one on the extra hats and gloves. And if you need any extra medication, you should always kind of carry, like, in case you get stuck somewhere in your purse or whatever. And the booster cables, emergency flares, and distress flags, whatever. Wear layers. Cover your mouth. You can understand. Causes problems. Drink fluids, conserve. Okay, if you're outdoors. There's all kinds of stuff here. Watch for frostbite, hypothermia, yes. It says drive only if it's necessary. Why would it be necessary to drive in icy weather? Already I saw in our neighborhood, I saw, hi Linda. Already I saw a video of somebody or a picture of somebody in the in the ditch. So y'all got to be careful. This is, I just don't know. Run the engine and heater about 10 minutes each hour to keep warm. That's why they say fill up your car, which mine is not, but I had plans on staying home. Exercise, exertion, extreme cold. It's just scary. All this is scary to me. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm always afraid of extreme weather. I used to dream about tornadoes and stuff all over. I don't know where you're located, Linda, but I hope if you're in this snow that you are safe and warm. Now, I have had instances where I was in a house and the electric went out in a snowstorm and I couldn't go nowhere because the roads weren't passable, etc. So I just wore my coat and another thing they tell people, New Jersey, another thing that they tell people, especially when it's really crazy cold, is you can either pitch a tent if you have one, or you can make a tent so that the body heat stays within that area. A lot of people do that, and it works. And also, if you're in a house by itself, the sinks and stuff like that are usually on an outer wall. I was just talking to my daughter. The sinks and stuff like that are usually on the outer wall, like the outer edge of the house. It's usually on that outer wall. Moms used to opening the doors underneath so the heat could get to the pipes. I had an instance where the pipes on the outer wall, so I took of course we had electric. I took a electric heater and pointed it so that it would blow on that outer wall, and that kept it from freezing. So there's a lot of things you can do. If you're on a well, make sure that you've got your bathtub full. You need water for washing or flushing the toilet. I stocked up on water early just in case, because I don't drink tap water anyway. So I stocked up on water, and I live in an apartment building, so it's not as bad as a single house that sits by itself. I know. No, don't do it. It's not, no. Some people see winter weather as a challenge. I don't. I see it as, I'm not going there. Of course, if you had animals or whatever, that's a different story. I remember we had we had a shepherd. He didn't care if it was snowing or not, if he had to go outside, but he would go outside and come back in. Then we had this little bitty dog, little, whatever you want to call it, little thing. And she was little Miss Priss. So she had to see the dirt in order to go outside and go to the bathroom. She had to see the dirt. She was not going to trape through the snow. She had to see the dirt. We had to make her a little potty path, which is okay. Just got to be careful. I was also watching, oh gosh, now I'm going to sneeze. I was also watching videos of people clearing, yeah, people clearing the roof. Because you kind of got to do that, if it gets too much. And you clear the roof by getting it started, and they would get it started with a little shovel or something up there. Let's get this off. And once it got agitated, it would fall off, and it would fall, the whole roof would fall, of snow would fall on it. Yeah, you don't want to, yeah, you don't want to be outside. I have no desire. If people would call me, like, I have not been outside to see what it's doing, but I can hear tick, 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 tick on the windows. So I know it leaked. I don't have a balcony, so I can't tell, but I don't want to go outside. I hear it now. It's tick, 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 tick on the windows. So it's ice. Yeah, you want it. Yeah. But you know what? Down south's got some stuff. Texas has got some stuff. I don't know. You can't count on anything anymore. But mostly warm. That's what my daughter wants to do too. She wants to go where it's warm. Of course, my mom in her 90s absolutely is where it's warm right now. Although she's from Maine, so she knows. Yeah. She's always preparing for whatever weather's coming. And that's what people don't understand. If you need to, if you don't want to listen to the news, just listen to the weather so you know what's going on. Yeah, just listen to the weather. Oh, so I've got a cousin in Hawaii, and there's a volcano going off. He had a picture in front of it, and it's beautiful. And I'm going, why do you want to be near it? But yeah, because it was spilling over in the other direction. Oh my. It was spilling over in the other direction. So he's okay with that. He It's good. Yeah, I'm not, the kind of snow I don't mind. I don't mind the snow that just snows. Okay, cool. You have off work, you don't go outside, whatever the case may be, but it's gone the next day. We went to Hawaii. I was born in Hawaii. I was born in Oahu. Dad was stationed there. And of course, I don't remember none of it. So my bucket list was to go. And the kids said, well, the first one of my daughter's that graduated, my daughter's daughter graduated, and they wanted to take trips, so they wanted to go to Hawaii. So I said, I'll pay my way if you take me. That's on my bucket list. And it was very interesting the whole time. Of course, a lot of the only thing that was there was the pineapple factory was there, I think, and the hospital I was born in, because it's yes, thank you. The hospital that I was born in is still there, so I got the picture taken in front of the hospital on the base. You got permission to go. You're not a threat. They didn't care anyway. So then what else? But I learned a lot while I was there. We got to see all the sightseeing. Weather was beautiful, of course. And every day my daughter had something for the kids to do. But we got to, like I said, we got to see uh, beaches, but we had a good time. And in Hawaii, they call American stores, like Target is an American store, and they have a list of American stores. It's so we went to Luau, which was fun because I got to taste their foods that are what I do remember is their food had a lot of flavor and tasted clean. If you know what I'm talking about, it just tasted clean. Let me taste this, let me taste that. And it was good. Um, we had a good time. The tour is the and the guide was telling us about there's a lot of homeless there, I guess because the weather. And so there's a lot of people breaking into cars and stuff like that. He said, if you got a rental or your own car, don't have anything visible for anybody to see to break your window and grab. So keep everything hidden. So I looked it up, and sure enough, they had at that time, a few years ago, a lot of homeless. When we went to the one beach, I was sitting there with the kids because as soon as it's funny, as soon as the kids saw fish, they didn't want to go in the water. So my daughter and son-in-law went and they got in the water. And then I sat with the kids at the rest convenience area. There was a lot of people on bikes and good. You need to keep it on your bucket list and make sure you go. You won't be sorry. You need to go. Anyway, so at the rest area, there was a lot of people on bikes. They kind of looked, unkept or whatever. So I don't know, but maybe the people at the snack bar called the police, but the police came, they scattered. So, and you're not, and they have open air restaurants where the birds are flying over the table. I did not scream, blah, 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 no plastic bags, all that kind of stuff. And I don't blame them. But we had a good time. It was worth it. And I'm glad I went. If I ever get rich and famous, no. If I ever have enough funds, I'll go again. But I have no desire to go again, but I will go again if I ever, because I got other things my money can go to. But I really enjoyed the weather. We got to see almost everything, I think. All the memorials and stuff like that. And it was drizzling rain the day we took the tour bus. So what he would do is stop in the areas and talk about what was going on. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm glad I went. Yeah. Keep it on your bucket list and go. Please go. I think you'll be happy about it. So my cousin that lives in Alaska goes every year. And he loves it too. I mean, he's the one that said to get their coffee. And so I did. He said, make sure it's their coffee and not the Arabic coffee. No, I know. Are you kidding me? That was crazy. That was like unbelievable. That was just crazy. They did tell me, because I asked questions. So they did tell me, that one of the guys on the boat, because I went with them and the kids got on the ski boats, and So the guy that was driving the boat said his daughter, he said the most expensive houses are the ones on, the water, because that's what people like. He said they run $1 million. He said, and my daughter called me and told me they bought a house, and I'm thinking, how in the heck did you buy that house? And they're not fancy. They're just, yeah. And then some of the places, the houses are like real close together. And, but it's expensive to stay there. I mean, to live there. I guess because it's an island. But yeah, it's expensive. Okay, Miss Linda, let's see what we're going to do. Okay, we saw the weather. Now, for anybody that sees this later that knows what's going on, I want to do Dr. Phil quotes just for fun. And so I bought some plastic cards at Five and Below. You can get cards there for 99 cents, I think. Playing cards. How do you open this thing? I don't know how to open it. Okay. So I got, I'm going to put quotes on these cards. I didn't know what they were like, but they're waterproof, so I don't mind that. So maybe they'll last quite a bit. I have stickers, so I'll be putting quotes on the letter part. And so I just wanted to let everybody know that knows what's going on, that I like to read affirmation cards or whatever. But then I thought Sunday we could do a Dr. Phil. So let me put that over there. Yeah, Alyssa, she's one that knows. So we got all kinds of quotes. So what I do is I'll put the quotes on the plastic cards, and I don't know what this quote means. It says, you don't need a pack of wild horses to learn how to make a sandwich. What does that mean? I don't know. What does that mean? I don't understand what it means. My dad used to say, you won't worry so much. Make sure it's showing. Is it showing? Okay. My dad used to say, you won't worry so much about what people thought about you if you knew how seldom they did. And that's the God's honest truth. What do they think? What do they think? What do they, well, who cares? You don't even know these people. They're not thinking about you. They're thinking about buying your groceries or wherever you're at. Sometimes you just got to give yourself what you wish somebody else would give you, and that's true. I tell you, if you're in the front row of a parade, you stop walking, pretty soon you're back in the tuba section, and if you want to lead the parade, you got to keep moving. That reminds me, I got yelled at for standing up trying to take a picture of one of my what they want. They choose what they think is safe. And that's, yeah. It's great if the in-laws themselves put up boundaries, but if they won't, it's up to their grown kids to do it and enforce them. Ooh, I know y'all need to go back and watch the old Dr. Phil stuff. I love him. As parents, we're not nearly as computer literate as our children are, and you're right. My kids laugh at me all the time. I have some wonderful friends from the Mideast that are as red, white, and blue as anybody you know. They have been harassed. Yep. Why do we got those kind of... Let me think. I don't know one time, and they were so far in debt, but they would not give up their pet lizard because it was costing them $100 a month to feed this iguana or whatever it was, but they wouldn't get rid of it. So I guess being debt, I don't know. Everyone faces the challenge of finding meaning to their suffering. I mean, look, teachers don't do their job for the money, and that's true. Obviously, because we pay them ridiculous little amounts for what they put in. Most of them come out of their own pocket. True, true, true. They Yes, because they have ideas of their own, what they want to do with the kids or whatever, or they want to decorate or whatever. I don't know if teachers get a budget. To use. I don't know how it goes. I'm one of those that believes you can't be one kind of man and another kind of president. I don't want to get into politics. Do you realize that you can't play the game of life with sweaty palms? What does that mean? Are we going to find out what that means? I don't know what that means. It's not explaining it. Okay, it's not explaining it. Let me go back to the list. Wanted their children to do better, but I think there's too much guilt. I don't know about you guys. I'll get the generic ones, Alyssa. Where are we? I'm trying to see the comments. Okay. Where are we at? I always wanted my kids to do better, but I always wanted them to choose what works for them, not choose things that they would have a difficult time at. And I knew they'd have a difficult time. So they got into the right situations. Like my daughter said, I don't know what to do. And I said, I don't know, maybe you need to be a beautician. I always wanted to be a beautician, and she was a lot like me. So she did, and guess what? She has a career and waiting to retire. So it worked well for her. And being a beautician is not as easy as you think. You have to deal with people. The average time, just over 14. The problem is that for women, the average time is just over 14 minutes. Men are left about 12 minutes, during which time they need to think of something to do. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Nothing's funnier to me than laughing at myself. And I do that a lot, unfortunately. If you've gone into a marriage and you haven't been clear about how you're going to handle money, how you want to raise your kids, who is going to work or stay home, and what have you, then you're set up for failure. And you know what? It should be discussed, right? Believe about ourselves when nobody else is looking, nobody else is listening, nobody else is monitoring what we're doing. We believe things about ourselves, and we do. But I want to know what that means. Can't play the game of life with sweaty. What does that mean? What I want people to do is what's healthy for them, and that's me. Food is a coping mechanism. People are afraid of giving up because then they'll feel confused and lost. Life is a full contact sport, and there's a score up on the board, and yeah. I hope I got more checks than minuses. If you're in love with somebody, you will swim the stream. You will climb the mountain. You will slay the dragon. You're going to get to her somehow, some way. Yep. You have to decide, look, this is who I am. This is the best way to present myself, and I'm going to ride that horse to the finish line. Not everybody will like it, but that's okay. I like that one because that's me. That's me. It's like, I'm going to tick somebody off, but I got to go in that direction. That's me. So this is what I'm brainy quote. This decision right. Stuff like, yeah, I like that. Okay. So Dr. Phil quotes will be coming soon. I like a lot. I just like Dr. Phil. Haven't seen anything or what has he done lately? I guess I lost track of that. And he also does interviews, but I've lost track of him. So we'll see what happens. I just love Dr. Phil. That's just the way it goes. Remove. Okay. All right, let me check. Okay. Now, I didn't want to play around and post this everywhere today like I want to because I didn't want to go through all that effort and any lights go out, any electricity go out. So anybody that's in the snow, anybody that's got this winter storm, y'all stay safe. Make sure you don't go out. The main reason they don't want you out on the roads is because, well, they don't want you stuck somewhere. I've already seen a lot of them. But they want the roads clear for emergency personnel and the plows, which makes sense. So do everybody else a favor and stay home until this storm is cleared. And thanks for showing up, everybody. I don't know what people are going through with this crazy weather. I still hear the tick, 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 tick of the ice or the sleep, whatever you want to call it. And if I still have electric Monday, I will be here Monday at 12. So I don't want to make an event out of it until I know I can show up. So it'll be 12 o'clock on Monday. And we'll see. So I hope everybody stays safe. I'm going to get off of here. I just worry. I'm a worry wart. I was exhausted this morning because all day yesterday I was worrying. So now I'm going to go, okay, I'm here. The weather's here. We will worry about the electricity, but I'm going to be busy. I'm going to make vegetable soup. I've got sweet potatoes I don't know what I'm going to do with, and I'm going to cook some apples. So at least my apartment's going to smell good. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Hopefully see you Monday. And let's end the stream on YouTube first.